What's up, everyone? My name is Andrew Woods. I'm the owner of Community Stimulus Services, and I'm also an author of Understanding Credit, a kid's roadmap to financial freedom. I'm coming to you guys today because there's a lot of younger people out there that don't understand credit and what makes up of a credit score. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you, and this is for all ages, the 5 components that make up of your credit score. Now, the number 1 component is payment history. Payment history is the largest part of your credit score. Payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. What this means is that if you miss even one late payment, that your score could tank as much as 50 to 150 points. That could be the difference from a 700 credit score to a 500 and something credit score. Now, in order to create payment history, you're going to have one or two things. You're going to have either a credit card, or you're going to have an installment loan. Sorry, my writing is not too good right now. So you're going to have to either have a credit card, or you're going to have an installment loan, or you can have both. That will create your payment history, which is 35% of your credit score. Okay, now we're going to go to number 2. The second component of your credit score is credit utilization. That makes up 30% of your credit score, guys. Credit utilization, again, makes up 30% of your credit score. Now, in order to get this part of your credit score, you are going to need revolving credit. So, revolving credit is basically a credit card. Your credit utilization is not added into your installment loans. That's added to your revolving credit card. You're going to need a credit card in order to create. Now, here's the thing about credit utilization. A lot of credit repair companies will let you know that you need to have your credit utilization at 30% and under. Well, that's the same as saying if we was in school and I took a test in math, if I got a C plus, if I got a C minus, I passed, but I barely passed, right? Now, your credit score as an adult is your report card as an adult. So your report card as an adult, if you have 30% credit utilization, it's essentially the same as saying I got a C minus. I passed, but I barely passed. So if you want the real sauce, the banks are looking for those to have their credit utilization at 10% or less. Now, for maximum, what I found at our company here at Community Stimulus Services is that the maximum optimal credit boost is when you leave your cards reporting at 2%. 2%. Now, here's the thing about that. Let's say you have 5 different cards. You don't want to let card 1 report at 2%, card 2 report at 2%, card 3, 4, and 5 report at 2%. The smart thing for you to do is let card 1 report at 0%, 0%, 0%, right? We keep going, 0%. Now, 1 out of these 5 cards is the card you want to let report at 2%. That'll be your own choice, but you don't want to let all of the cards report at 2%. Try to keep all of your balances down to 0 and only let 1 of the cards report at 2%. That is going to give you, from what we've seen, the optimal credit boost. Now we're going to go to the third component that makes up of your credit score. And we're trying to keep this video short. So if you have any questions, go ahead and give us a call at Community Stimulus Services. The number's going to be above, right? And you can reach out to our team and someone to get in contact with you within 48 to 72 hours. All right, and don't forget, let's take the time to go ahead and say, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and smash that like button. Smash it and stop playing. And then go ahead and click the subscribe button, because I'm about to have some major videos dropping soon with some beautiful scenery and background. Go ahead and show the people the scenery in the background where we're at. Right now, today, we're at Laguna Beach. I took the kids out to have a good time, and we absolutely enjoyed it. And also hit the bell button so when a new video comes out, you'll be first to be informed about it. Now we're going to get back into the third component that makes up of your credit score. The third component that makes up of your credit score is the age of credit, the length of your credit. Length of credit history. Now your length of credit history makes up 15% of your credit score. Now, here the banks typically like to see 2 to 5 years of credit age. And that's on an average credit age. Now, what we see what's best is 10 plus years of average credit age. The banks typically like to see, now see, this is only 15% of your credit score. But keep in mind, I tell everyone, I usually put this in the category right up there with payment history with 35%. Because even though it's only 15% of your credit score, it's one of the most important things the banks look at. When you run a credit application, there are typically about 524 different data points that goes into that application within those 3 to 9 seconds after submitting that application. One of those data points has to do with length of credit history. It is a very important factor. Now, if you're just starting off with credit, there is a way to add age onto your length of credit history. But with the new FICO 10T scoring module that's out, that the banks are adopting, I would like to say, in my personal opinion, trade lines will soon become obsolete. So if you want to purchase a trade line right now while you can, go ahead and reach out to our team. We'll go ahead and get you in connections with someone that can help you in that department, because soon enough trade lines will become obsolete. Also, you can go to a site called TradelineSupply.com. If you want to add age, you want to add the amount you want to add, and what type of bank, you can purchase all of this on the market. Next, we're going to go into the fourth component that makes up of your credit score. The fourth component that makes up of your credit score is simply your credit mix. Your credit mix makes up 10% of your credit score. Now, when we think about credit mix, it basically sounds exactly like what it's saying. The mixture of different credits you have. With that being said, the banks want to see that you have installment loans and revolving loans. Now, again, a revolving loan would be a credit card. Okay? It's revolving. If I have a $100 balance and I only use $20 off of that, $80 is still revolving. When I pay that $20 minimum payment after the statement date, there will be $100 revolving again. It's revolving credit, right? When I pay that money off, I don't have to go reapply for another credit card. Excuse me, the currency is revolving. Now, or the debt. Now, what's your other mixture? Your other mixture is an installment loan. Now, an installment loan, as you all know, is any loan with a fixed payment. A fixed payment would be like a mortgage, a vehicle loan, a student loan, anything with a fixed payment. See, with an installment loan, I could have a $500 mortgage payment a month and go make a $2,000 payment towards that. I still got to make my $500 mortgage payment. It's a fixed loan. That $2,000 I put towards it would just be considered going towards the principal and possibly paying some of the interest off that's accumulated. Okay, now the last component that makes up of your credit score is new accounts. New accounts is 10% of your credit score. Now this one is tricky, and the reason why is because each time you apply for a new account, you're going to get what's called a hard inquiry. Now, for accounts that you get approved for, each hard inquiry can affect your credit score about 1 to 2 points. Now, for accounts that you get denied, each hard inquiry can affect your credit score about 5 to 7 points per hard inquiry. Let's do the math for some of you out there that don't know when to stop applying for accounts after you get denied and keep applying back to back to back. Let's say you got 10 hard inquiries. Now, each hard inquiry that you don't get approved for affects your credit 5 to 7 points. 10 times 5 equals 50. That could be a 50-point increase in your credit score right now. Or, let's say it dropped you down 7 points. 10 times 7 is 70. That could be a 70 point. That's right. 70-point increase in your credit score right now. Now, here's the reason why this is tricky. You're telling me that you want me to apply for new accounts because it's 10% of my credit score. But you're also telling me each time I apply for a new account, I'm going to get a hard inquiry. Well, now you got to learn how to space the hard inquiries out. You need to figure out when would be a good time to apply for these hard inquiries, right? So here's the sauce that a lot of people don't know. The banks only like to see no more than 2 to 3 hard inquiries per credit bureau. There's 3 credit bureaus, main credit bureaus that you know about. That's TransUnion, that's Equifax, and that's Experian, right? And so with TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, you don't want to have any more than 2 to 3 hard inquiries per each one. And when you add all 3 of them up accumulatively, you don't want to have more than 7 hard inquiries per all 3 of them and cumulatively. Hard inquiries. Now, keep in mind, once you get to about 20 or a little bit above, a lot of these banks are going to put you in their internal system as red flag high risk. You're going to automatically start receiving denials because you have too many hard inquiries. Now, there is a way to remove these hard inquiries that are not linked to open accounts. If you go to our website at www.communitystimulusservices.com, we actually have the ebook. You can invest in yourself and get the ebook that teaches you how to remove the hard inquiry in about 24 hours. Okay, so those are the 5 components that make up of your credit score. Now, going back to the first 2 components, payment history and credit utilization. Payment history is 35% of your credit score, and credit utilization is 30% of your credit score. If you want to fix your credit, those are the 2 areas I would say you want to focus on the most. Those 2 areas alone make up 65% of your credit score. Okay? Now, you guys can go to Amazon.com and purchase my book, Understanding Credit, A Kid's Roadmap to Financial Freedom. You can go to our website at www.communitystimulusservices.com. We have a lot of great products and services there for you. All right? And we look forward to seeing you on the next video.